Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More. We're back at the Kersey Laundromat and Car Wash. It's Fun Car Friday. The Countach is out. That always makes it a good day. I was a little worried. I had an alternator problem here because the last time I drove it, it kept dying. I think that was because one of the headlights wasn't working right, and I think it just kept trying to push it up and wore out the battery doing that. So we won't turn on the headlights for a while, but it does wink at people nicely if you do. All right. This is our tiny laundromat. One of my questions is answered, and that is, would these clothes still be here? That's crazy. Oh, I think someone came and got some of them. I had two piles of clothes here. I had one pile here and one pile here. So someone came and got one pile after like a week. Now we have another pile left here as well. And that was in one of these dryers just for maybe a week, close to a week. I don't get it. I don't know why people leave their clothes at the laundromat, but it happens all the time. We also had a call last night that said the change machine wasn't working. I got a call and they said, oh, we were at your laundromat. And I don't actually take the call. I get a Google voice message, and then they can also text me. And they said, we're at your laundromat and the change machine isn't working and we're never coming back here again and this is unacceptable. And I texted them back and said, sorry about that. Which laundromat was it? Because I have two. And they said, the Kersey one. I'm like, okay, we have two change machines there. Are they both not working? Like, well, we just had a 20, so we couldn't try the backup one. And I'm like, I'm sorry, it was just working there. And they're like, well, a big storm just came through, so maybe that's the problem. So they calmed down. I'm like, we'll check it out and see, but we will see if it's working or not. In fact, I think I've got some money we can put in there right now before we open it up or do anything. And we did a couple things to help make this work better. Because if this goes down, it's awful for sales. And look at that, it works. But that doesn't mean it didn't work before, because what we did is, obviously we added this backup, which was in my other laundromat just sitting there, and it works. It only takes dollars. And $2 bills, though. It took a $2 bill again while I was gone on vacation. And it only gives you 4 quarters, but it will take a $2 bill for some reason. But anyway, we put a reset switch or a timer on this back behind here where the backs, where it plugs in and everything. And so every night, we turn the power off and on again, just to reset it. Because we were finding that sometimes this machine would stop working. All you had to do was turn it off and on again, it started working again. So there's a chance the power storm messed it up, who knows, something happened. But just having that reset button, or timer reset, got it working again. Of course, we want to make sure we put $5 in here and didn't do something else. We'll try to remember to not count that $5 towards my total sales too. But that looks to be, oh, is that right? Oh yeah, I had an extra quarter there. Yep, $5. Okay, we'll count quarters. We'll see how everything did. It's a short week, so there might not be as many quarters in here as last time, but then we'll be able to average those out and see how we did the last 2 weeks as far as our sales go. Always be interesting to see what's in here, in the car wash, and what we end up counting. Okay, we'll see how much money is in here. It doesn't look very dirty in here, which usually means not many people have been in here, but we'll see. Well, some money is gone, not much. We already took money out earlier this week, so I don't know if we'll have much in here. We'll see. Ian, one of those 5s is mine, don't forget. Oh, there's much more in here. This makes me think the change machine might have been having problems. Look at all of those ones in there. We usually don't have that many in there. Okay. And that means, yep, I'm gonna need to refill this because that will run out soon. So we'll refill that and we'll check. That's not bad. Sometimes you can tell how much they've been used by the lint in there, but sometimes people also clean them themselves. So that may or may not tell us how much money will be in the machines. All right, the moment of truth. Wow. Oh, it's only been 4 days since we took money out. And the weekends are usually the busiest. So, I'm not expecting a ton of money in here, but hopefully it gets better than this as we move towards the other machines. Slightly better. 1965 quarter, not a 64. 64s are silver. Yeah. We've got like $7 so far. This is the machine that usually has the most in it. So hopefully there's a little bit. Oh, it's feeling pretty light. It's gonna be a fast count. That's the good news. It won't take us long at all. Ooh. So again, we'll average this with our other week and see what we get. We had a record last week because we counted, oh, this should go in here, for like 9 days, maybe even 10, and now we're only counting for 4. And it's also the morning too. So, yeah. That's why it's not super dirty in here, because nobody's been in here. We would have had $20 more in here. Well, that's not awful. Had our change machine worked, but it did not. And who knows if they'd use that full $20 in here or not. You never know. You have good weeks, and you have awful weeks. No, that one's not too bad. I keep seeing these kind of gold tinted quarters. That one just might be, yeah, that's not. But on both sides, and I've heard that they could be from proof sets, but I found a few of those. Oh, nothing. Okay. So, oh, we need to check the car wash too, and we'll see what our grand total is. So we might have some drama developing at this property too. This is the car wash, which has been working, which is awesome, and we're going to show you how much we had in a short week. Hopefully it's more than what was in the washers and dryers, and not as much as normal, but I think that's a better percentage than what we have seen. However, this white car has been here for a while, and it's on jack stands, has no plates, has no wheels, and then the tenants have a motorcycle and their other cars parked in the car wash bay. And I haven't been too crazy about it because this one isn't working and it's not a massive deal. Well, today, I don't know if I showed it, their car in the car wash bay had a jack stand under it too, and they're changing the tire on it. There's another car, this is from last week, by the way. There's another car over by them on jack stands and tires. Well, that one was actually gone today, so I felt better pulling up, but then I saw these other cars back here still. So we need to talk to them. I did ask them if that was their white car because someone was out today, and they said, yeah, but that's about all they told me. And I'm like, hey, have you told the neighbors? You've asked them? And they just kind of pretend like they didn't know English, which may or may not be true. But we definitely can't have them just parking cars behind neighbors' properties and putting them on jack stands. I doubt they asked them for permission, and even if they did, it makes the property look junky, and we can't have that. So this was last week's quarters, by the way, compared to this week's. But last week was 10 days. All right, we'll see how much or little we have here. Car wash first. like $15 almost, not quite. We'll do dryers next. A little better. Like I said, we'll average these all out. Old one. Okay. And new washers. Get that last order. There we go. So here is our chart, which I am not looking forward to looking at because it is not good. And even though we had a short week, it was really awful, even for being a short week. And I hope it's not because the change machine wasn't working. Hopefully that's not why, because that's, I think, the main reason why we had such an awful winter right here on the chart, where we had some of our worst weeks, was the change machine stopped working. And we put in the second change machine to kind of help with that. We put on the reset button so that the change machine resets every night. Thought that would help with it. So we'll see. I tried the change machine again before I left, and it didn't work. And then I turned it off and on again when it started working. I tried a few times, it kept working. So hoping it's okay. But there you go. $86 total. Again, this is only from like Monday to Friday. So still not very good. I mean, the weekend is definitely the busiest. We would love to see, $400 and some on there, but that's what we got. And here's when I averaged it out. So I averaged it out between both weeks to hopefully make myself feel better. And it did a little bit, but $293 for each week if we average it out. So still, it's lower than it has been, but it's not awful. It could be worse. Hoping to keep things going back up again. But yeah, it was pretty slow. So again, hopefully the change machine is working. Hopefully that's not the issue. If it is, we've got to get it fixed or figure that out ASAP, because that's got to be working for this laundromat to be successful. All right, we'll have an update next week, of course. If anything new happens, we'll have an update. And if you have any questions, comments, let us know. And that's it.